When judging contact situations between two opponents, the officials must apply the principles of establishing a legal guarding position by the defensive player. Stationary position of the defensive player, legal lateral or backwards movement, principles of cylinder and verticality, regulations governing player in the air. Point of emphasis. Charging is illegal personal contact by moving into an opponent's body. The following are examples when blocking fouls are called incorrectly. The following examples should be called as charges. Let's have a closer look. Red 4 receives a ball and dribbles to the opponent's basket. White 8 runs backwards and stays in the path of the dribbler. A contact occurs on the torso of White 8. It is a case of a charge on the player with the ball, but the lead official calls a blocking foul on White 8 and ball is awarded to team in red for throw-in. Wrong. Let's take it step by step. White 15 receives a pass from White 10 on the fast break, and while moving to the basket, has Red 7 in front of her in an initial legal guarding position. In such situations, an official must focus on the defensive player. The lead official calls a blocking foul. Wrong call. Charging foul should be called to White 15. If the official had concentrated on the defensive player, they would have observed that Red 7 did nothing wrong, and contact occurs on the torso of Red 7. The following are examples of no call, wrong, should be a charge. White 9 dribbles a ball on the fast break with Red 7 in front of him in a legal guarding position. White 9 passes the ball to White 5, but his momentum causes him to charge over the defensive player. Red 7 falls down as a result of the contact and is out of the play for rebounding or for putting the ball back into play. Charging foul is missed. Let's further analyze the situation. Blue 7 receives a pass in the restricted area. White 15 establishes an initial legal guarding position. Blue 7 moves towards the defensive player and contact occurs on the torso of White 15. No call from officials. Wrong. Charging foul on Blue 7. The following are examples of officials calling charging correctly. Blue 4 on the fast break passes the ball to Blue 14. White 12 establishes an initial legal guarding position in front of Blue 14. White 12 gets to the spot first, and contact is on the torso of the defensive player. Charging foul is called. Right. Let's have a closer look. White 11 receives the ball in the low post position. His defender, Blue 15, establishes a legal guarding position. And when white 11 turns after one dribble, the contact occurs on the torso of the defensive player. Charging foul is called. Correct call. Let's review the play. White 10 receives the ball and dribbles it towards the basket. Red 10 establishes an initial legal guarding position and then shifts her position as the opponent shifts hers. The dribbler pushes off Red 10 on the body. Charging foul is called to White 10. Correct call. Point of emphasis. Blocking is illegal personal contact which impedes the progress of an opponent. The following is an example of no call, wrong. Should be blocking. Let's review the situation. White 5 becomes free after a legal screen and receives the ball while Blue 5 moves to guard an offensive player. Blue 5 never establishes a legal guarding position, and she moves forward to guard White 5. Contact which impedes the progress of White 5 occurs. This is a blocking foul that should be called and would have prevented the following confusing play where Blue 5 falls down. The following are examples of officials calling blocking correctly. Now, with the benefit of replay, let's further analyze the situation. White 8 dribbles the ball into the front court with Black 4 guarding it. Black 4 moves towards the offensive player and causes illegal contact, which impedes the progress of White 8. But the first blocking foul is missed by the trail official. Black 4 again impedes the progress of the opponent, and this time a blocking foul is called. Let's replay the sequence. White 10 from the initial legal guarding position plays against Black 4, who receives the ball in his backcourt and dribbles. White 10 moves backwards to maintain his position and remains in the dribbler's path. When Black 4 moves into his front court, contact occurs. Blocking foul is called on White 10. Correct call. White 10 illegally impedes the progress of an opponent. Let's have a closer look. Blue 5 dribbles into the front court and then penetrates into the restricted area. White 12 switches, but she is too late to take a position in front of the offensive player and contact occurs, not on the body, but on the knee of the defensive player. Blocking foul is called. Correct call. Blue 12 dribbles to the three-point line. White 7 establishes an initial legal guarding position, but moves towards the offensive player and contact occurs. A blocking foul is called on White 7 for illegal movement causing contact. Correct call. Point of emphasis. The charging blocking principles equally apply to illegal personal contacts without the ball. The following is an example of no call, wrong. Should be blocking. Let's review the play. White 14 passes the ball to teammate 7. Then White 4 moves to cross the opponent's restricted area. White 7 is ready to hit him with a pass, but Black 15 moves and steps into the path of White 4. Blocking foul is missed by the lead official, and White 7's pass is eventually stolen. Let's review the situation. Blue 11 passes the ball to teammate 7 and tries to move through the restricted area. White 6 moves into his path, disregarding the elements of time and distance, and contact occurs. The contact is so hard it could be argued that this is even an unsportsmanlike foul. Point of emphasis. If a player has taken off and causes contact to an opponent who has established a legal guarding position in a place that is free at the time of takeoff, then the jumper is responsible for contact. The following is an example of no call, wrong. Should be a charge. Blue 8 beats White 11 with the dribble and penetrates into the restricted area. The help defender, White 10, is near the basket and in place prior to the offensive player leaving the floor for his shot. On the offensive player's layup, contact occurs on the torso of the defender. No call. Wrong. Charging foul should be called on Blue 8. Let's replay the sequence. White 13 dribbles and, using a screen, beats Blue 5 guarding the dribbler. Blue 9 moves to help in the restricted area. Blue 9 is the first in place prior to the offensive player leaving the floor for a shot. White 13 lays the ball up, and contact occurs on the torso of Blue 9. The defensive player falls down as a result of this contact and is now out of the play. Charging foul is missed. Wrong. These are examples of blocking fouls that are called incorrectly and should be called as a charge. Let's have a closer look. Red 5 steals the ball and dribbles to the opponent's basket. Yellow 9 runs backwards to maintain his position and to stay in the dribbler's path. Yellow 9 is first in place prior to the offensive Red leaving the floor for the shot. Charging foul should be called to Red 5. Red 5 violates the principles of verticality. Charging foul should be called to Red 5, with no free throws to the offensive team. These are examples of charging fouls that are correctly called. Let's review the play. Blue 7 receives the ball at the three-point line and dribbles to the basket, beating his guard, White 13. White 15 switches and establishes an initial legal guarding position. He is first at the place of contact prior to the offensive player leaving the floor for the shot. And contact is on the torso of White 15. Charging foul is called on Blue 7. Correct call. Let's review the situation. White 15 dribble drives followed by the defender Black 8. Black 11 switches to help his teammate, and he establishes a legal guarding position prior to White 15 jumping for the shot. Contact occurs with the torso of Black 11. Charging foul is called to White 15. Correct call. When deciding on charging or blocking personal contacts, the official should not interrupt the flow of the game unnecessarily. Let's replay the sequence. White 15 beats Black 11 off the dribble. Black 6 moves across to help and gets into position. When White 15 comes closer, Black 6 swings away to avoid contact and to protect himself. White 15 scores, and the contact can be regarded as incidental. Good decision. No call. Let's have a closer look. White 4 receives the ball in his backcourt, dribbles, and penetrates into the restricted area. Blue 5 and 6 both establish an initial legal guarding position. White 4 lays up between the two defenders, and slight contact occurs with Blue 6. Right, no call from officials. Let's take it step by step. Blue 10, after a rebound, dribbles the ball from his backcourt. In the beginning, White 8 is 2 steps behind, but he runs faster and steals the ball. White 8 starts dribbling, and Blue 12 blocks him. There is illegal contact from Blue 12, and Blue 12 himself artistically falls down. No call from official. Right. White 8 now has 2 blue players behind him, and his team easily realized the advantage with an open and successful 3-point.